If there's one person that is constantly being talked about after the first week of games this past weekend for the USFL, it is a wide receiver on my New Jersey Generals whose football career has taken him on an insane journey. He attended 3 different colleges and even took a break from football to work a 9-to-5 job. The player I am talking about is Randy Satterfield, the best wide receiver in the USFL. Randy Satterfield was born on December 8, 1995 in Orange, New Jersey, but played high school football at Jacob Hogan High School in Jemison, Alabama. According to Randy, his family moved to Alabama to get away from the violence in his area. I think the wild thing about Randy's career is the fact he does not even have a Wikipedia page. Satterfield is the big brother to 2 siblings, and his family decided to stay out of the limelight, but are full supporters of his football career. Randy started playing football when he was in 7th grade, where he played as a tight end. He didn't play that much that season, but had a growth spurt going into 8th grade. Like I mentioned before, he attended Jacob Hogan High School, where he became a starter as a freshman. Randy originally committed to West Georgia, but had to decommit because he did not have the out-of-state grades at the time. Instead, Satterfield started his collegiate career at West Alabama, where he played in 10 games as a true freshman, finishing with 8 receptions for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. After 2 years, he left West Alabama and decided to transfer to Cumberland University after getting into it with a coach. A situation he takes accountability for, describing himself as immature at the time. Randy only spent the spring with Cumberland University after he failed a summer course, a course he later found out he did not need because they missed the qualification on his transcript. Randy needed to take 3 years off because he needed to work a 9-to-5 job. I think this is one of the wildest chapters of Randy's career because it had to be an extremely tough decision to make. Then, Trent Richardson held a camp in Alabama and Randy went down to help him with the event. After helping him with the camp, one of the former West Alabama coaches reached out and asked him how many years of eligibility he had left. The coach was now at Lyon College and told him to come play for him and better himself. Randy, who was 24 at the time, was trying out for teams to play overseas, trying to stay relevant and continue his dream of playing football. Randy would go on to become a star wide receiver for Lyon, finishing the season with 47 receptions for 867 yards and 11 touchdowns. He finished the year being named First Team All-Sooners Athletic Conference, the Sooner Conference Newcomer of the Year, and the NAIA All-American Honorable Mention. He would unfortunately go undrafted, but did become the first Lion player in school history to sign a pro contract when he signed with the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League. Satterfield first learned that the USFL was interested in signing him to be a part of the player pool for the inaugural draft through the grapevines, and John Peterson, a player personnel for the league, reached out to him. At first, he was unsure about joining the newly formed league because he was coming off his time in the Canadian Football League and coming off an injury. He decided to join the league and watch the first day of the draft go by. The following day, he woke up early and sat down to watch the rest of the draft. He was nervous and didn't know if any team was going to draft him. Then, the New Jersey Generals drafted Randy Satterfield in the 17th round of the inaugural USFL draft. Although he was not the first wide receiver taken by the Generals, it seems like he may be the #1 wide receiver for them. I don't know how his relationship with Ben Holmes was, but it seems like he has an amazing relationship with starting quarterback Luis Perez already, and it is only week 1.
First play, a pass through the air. Perez all kinds of time. Down the sideline, he's got a man open, but on the ground, he's done.
Satterfield scored the first touchdown in this iteration of the USFL and took a huge hit. At the time, some wondered whether he was going to be able to return to the game, but he was. He finished the night with, as of the time of recording, 5 receptions for a league-leading 100 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. He's a big play threat that I'm extremely excited to watch as the season progresses. Randy, if you see this video, please reach out. I would love to sit down and talk about your journey. I think your story of perseverance is extremely inspiring, and I can't wait to see what you do the rest of the season. What do you think? Is Randy Satterfield the best wide receiver in the USFL? And if not, who is? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more college football and USFL content, and check out one of my more recent videos right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.